Imagine waking up every morning with the clarity to own your day, the courage to embrace growth, and the wisdom to stay rooted in purpose. What if I told you that your life is about to multiply, not by chance but by choice? Today, we're diving into a divine strategy for spiritual and personal growth, blending ancient truths with actionable morning rituals that will transform your mindset. Stick around until the end, and I'll reveal the 5 declarations that can unlock your highest potential. Let's begin. God's word says, "I am the vine, you are the branches. If you remain in me and I in you, you will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing." John 15, verse 5. Like a branch connected to the vine, your life thrives when rooted in purpose. But here's the truth. Connection alone isn't enough. You must also take ownership of your day. Jim Rohn once said, "You are the architect of your destiny, but your blueprint starts the moment you wake up." Most people let their days control them, reacting to alarms, deadlines, or chaos. But extraordinary lives are built by those who declare, "I own this day." Ownership means choosing your mindset before the world chooses it for you. Daniel's prayer reminds us that God plants us in fertile soil to flourish. But how do we partner with that divine plan? By embracing our role as stewards of time, energy, and choices. Every morning, you're given 86,400 seconds, a gift. Will you treat it as a victim of circumstances or as an owner of opportunities? Wait until you hear the second declaration I'm about to share. It's a game changer for overcoming fear and doubt. But first, let's lay the foundation. Think of your life as a garden. God is the master gardener, but you hold the shovel. Pruning, watering, and nurturing require your active participation. When you say, "I own this day," you align with divine purpose while taking responsibility for your actions. This isn't just faith, it's strategy. If this resonates with you, hit the bell icon and subscribe. We're just getting started. Let's talk about pruning. In Daniel's prayer, he asks God to remove branches that don't serve his purpose. But here's the hard truth. Growth hurts. Pruning feels painful, but it's necessary for fruitfulness. Similarly, Jim Rohn's second affirmation, "I embrace the discomfort of growth," forces us to confront a universal law. Comfort is the enemy of potential. Nature doesn't grow in comfort zones. A caterpillar must dissolve itself to become a butterfly. A muscle grows only when fibers tear and rebuild. So why do we expect our lives to expand without discomfort? Daniel prayed, "If weeds of doubt or distraction choke your growth, let them be pulled out by the roots." That's radical ownership. Surrendering to pruning means releasing habits, relationships, or mindsets that hinder your divine destiny. But how do you stay motivated through the pain? The answer is reframing discomfort. Every time you feel resistance, whether it's waking up early, confronting a fear, or letting go of a toxic relationship, recognize it as a sign you're expanding. Like a diamond formed under pressure, your greatest breakthroughs come through intentional suffering. What if I told you that the third declaration will help you focus on what truly matters, filtering out the noise that drains your energy? Keep watching. A woman in her 60s once started a tech company, despite being decades older than her peers. Her secret? Every morning, I remind myself that discomfort means I'm growing. She didn't avoid pain, she partnered with it. That's the power of declaring, "I embrace the discomfort of growth." Daniel's prayer asks God to water you with love, nurture you with wisdom, and shine light on your path. But how do you cooperate with that provision? By focusing on what you can control. Jim Rohn's third affirmation, "I focus on what I can control," is a lifeline in a chaotic world. Your attention is a currency. Will you invest it in worries about the economy, other people's opinions, or yesterday's mistakes? Or will you channel it into your thoughts, actions, and responses, the first circle of influence? A gardener doesn't waste energy cursing the weather. They tend the soil. Likewise, when you declare, "I focus on what I can control," you filter distractions and align with divine strategy. Ask yourself, what can I directly influence today? How can I steward my time, energy, and words? What small step moves me closer to my purpose? Daniel prayed for God to plant you in fertile ground. But remember, even the best soil requires cultivation. Your focus is the hoe that clears weeds of doubt and fear. This next declaration will revolutionize how you approach relationships, work, and even your self-talk. Don't skip ahead. It's worth the wait. A man struggling with anxiety over market conditions transformed his career by asking daily, "What can I control?" He focused on mentoring his team and refining his skills. Result? His company thrived despite external chaos. That's the power of divine alignment and human action. God's plan for your life includes bearing fruit, love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Galatians 5 verses 22 to 23. But how do you produce fruit that lasts? By delivering value before expecting return. Jim Rohn's fourth affirmation, "I deliver value before I expect return," mirrors Jesus' parable of the talents. The servants who multiplied their coins did so by investing what they were given. Your time, skills, and love are seeds to plant, not hoard. Daniel prayed, "Let your love be evident, your joy unshaken, your peace a steady force." These aren't passive blessings, they're active choices. When you serve others with generosity, you align with divine economy. Give, and it will be given to you. Luke 6 verse 38. A young professional stagnating in his career shifted his focus from promotions to adding unexpected value. Within months, he was promoted, not because he demanded it, but because he became indispensable. That's the law of sowing and reaping. Drop a comment below. What's one way you'll deliver value today? Let's inspire each other. Finally, Daniel's prayer and Jim Rohn's fifth affirmation converge on a paradox. Gratitude and ambition coexist. Declare daily, "I am grateful for what is while working toward what could be." Gratitude isn't complacency, it's fuel. A woman who escaped poverty said, "Every morning I thanked God for my shoes, even when they were worn, while striving for better." Gratitude grounds you in the present, while ambition propels you forward. Jesus said, "Remain in me, and you'll bear much fruit." John 15 verse 5. Your connection to the vine sustains you, but your growth requires action. These 5 declarations, ownership, discomfort, focus, value, and gratitude, are your roadmap. If today's message lit a fire in you, like this video, share it with someone who needs this truth and hit subscribe. Let's grow together, because your life isn't just about surviving. It's about multiplying, flourishing, and bearing fruit that lasts for generations. See you next time.